Hey guys, it's Nathan here. Figured I'd make a video. This one's gonna be a bit different. It's gonna be more so, I guess, like kind of my thoughts on a topic. But this video is gonna be more so on discipline slop that I've seen on media, pertaining to the videos exclusively to those that are, saying wake up early, work out, eat perfect, work, business, read books, and whatnot, and so on and so forth, and pushing the agenda that you should be doing the same thing, right? For starters, right? These are kind of opinion based too. Just want to put it out there. This is my personal opinion, right? My personal opinion. If you want to adopt my philosophy, by all means. It's like I said, it's open thoughts and whatnot. It's open season for thoughts. If you think I'm wrong, by all means. I am not gonna, change your perspective. But I do want you to at least see my perspective, see where I'm coming from. A lot of these videos, they're actually wrong. If you're the type of person, I will use me an example. I wake up early in the morning. I try to work out every single day. I try to read books about every single day. And I work on my business about every single day. Right? Now, diet, it's not going to be perfect. Okay? I'm going to just put it out there. My diet, I'm going to be honest. My diet is not perfect. Now, what media is pushing is for you to be this perfect image, reading books every single day, right? Going to the gym every single day, just doing all the, like, I guess what they would consider basics every single day. But let's be honest, are you gonna wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. every single day? Some of you can, do a room full show of hands and say, yes, I will wake up every single day at 5 in the morning. I'm not perfect. There are going to be some days, for example, today was just one of those days where I woke up late. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. I didn't wake up at 5. The day prior to that, I woke up at 5:30. I was able to squeeze in the gym yesterday before I was able to get some real work done. But it's not going to be like that every single day. Today, I'm not going to go to the gym, to be quite honest with you. My body's still a little sore. I want to make sure I fully recover. And the thing is, too, a lot of people, they will wake up early and whatnot, and they will kind of like create this chant and belief that, oh, I'm going to get rich if I keep on waking up every single day super early. No, motherfucker, you got to do something when you wake up early, right? Early bird gets the worm, but the early bird gets the worm if it actually flies and looks for the worm, right? The worm isn't magically going to appear and whatnot and just all of a sudden slip and fall into the bird's beak. No, the bird has to flap its wings, go out of its nest, spend the entire morning looking for that worm. And it's the same thing, right? You can't just wake up and be like, oh, well, I did my skincare routine, I shaved, brushed my teeth, I made myself breakfast, boom, think and grow rich motherfucker, I'm gonna be a billionaire, millionaire. No, you actually have to do something within the morning. For example, I know for sure waking up early and whatnot and going to the gym is not going to get me rich. Now, maybe I'm not going to put that out there. It might get me rich, right? I could probably post it online and it could, get me views. I could become famous and all of a sudden all these sponsors want me and now I'm making $100,000 a month, right? But me waking up early and going to the gym allows me more time in the afternoon to focus on other actual important things. I'm not saying the gym is not important, right? But for me, at least, the gym has been taking up 1 to 2 hours of my day. And as the older you get, you don't really have that time like you did, back in high school, where you're able to stay up as late as you want and whatnot. Or back in college, not really in college because you got to study, but stay up as late as you want during high school and whatnot and not really have to worry about shit. Whereas when you're in the adult life, your time, and especially in business, your time is literally everything. If you waste your time, even just, a couple hours, they can slip by really fast. So knocking out the gym in the morning clears the afternoon for me that I'm able to do other things, hence this video and hence the video I dropped prior to this one. So With that being said, there's no point of you waking up early if you don't really need it, right? I also dedicate my prayers for the mornings. Some people might dedicate them to the night. And again, I'm not trying to change the way you're thinking, right? Oh, maybe I should pray in the morning. No. By all means, if it's working out for you to pray at night, I would just stick to praying at night. Water break. Other than that, I mean, there's no point of you waking up early, right? Another thing too. Now, I'm not saying diet is not important, right? Your diet definitely matters, right? If you're just eating a bunch of shitty foods, obviously your energy and your mood's going to be messed up. But with that being said, it's not bad to eat something, unhealthy here and there. Not going to lie to you. Last week, I fucked up an entire loaf of chocolate chip bread, and it was really good. Do I regret it? Of course not. I mean, it was really good. It was a lot, but it was really good. And a lot of people keep on having, they tend to have this mindset, oh, everything needs to be perfect for my diet, from waking up you're not a robot, bro. You're going to mess up. You're going to trip. There are going to be some days where you really, really mess up. There's going to be some days where you really, really don't want to go to the gym. Obviously, those are the kind of days you want to push yourself, but don't expect yourself to be 100% all the time. You're going to fail, right? You're going to fail. You're not going to be able, there's going to be certain days where you weren't able to complete what you wanted to do, but there's always a but. You can at least take advantage of what you can do during that day, right? Another thing too, it is getting dark. Does that help? You can see me better? Another thing too, if what you're seeing online, like, oh, follow this routine because this is going to make you rich and whatnot, and you have to be disciplined in this certain way. If it's what if you can imagine yourself, future you, that's, rich version of you, like making freaking $1 million every single year or $1 million every single month, so on and so forth. If future you, rich version of you is, if you can imagine, future you doing all the stuff that, you think you should be doing, then by all means, you should definitely, and probably, not even probably, you definitely should be doing it, right? If you can imagine future you reading the books, if you can imagine future you going to the gym every single day, doing certain routines every single day, by all means do it, because it's like a memory in the future. And I won't get too deep into that, but that's all I'm just going to leave you guys with. It's a memory in the future, and you have to, in that sense, you have to pertain to that memory, right? You have to take action into that memory. But other than that, if you are looking at future you and future you isn't doing or successful version of you isn't doing, the things that you're doing right now, and obviously not just the negative ones, I'm talking about the positive ones. If future you isn't a reader, future you is more so of an auditory listener, then the books are basically going to be useless in that sense, right? Books are not useless overall. They have so much knowledge and can definitely save you 5 years to even 10 to 15 years. So much knowledge within a book. But there's no point of, reading the books if you don't understand what the book is trying to teach you. As a matter of fact, there's no point of you understanding the book and yet you're still not implementing it into your life. And you're expecting, oh, I read one chapter of Thinking Rich. Now I have to do nothing, right? I can do nothing. I can just sit down and chant every single day and whatnot. Whoa, I'm going to get rich. For starters, fuck you. No, that's not going to work. You actually have to put in the work itself, right? Before you can think and grow rich. You have to put in the work, right? So books themselves, they're not useless, but they're useless to people that are not readers. They're useless to people that are more so hands-on learners, visual learners, and so on and so forth. Some people prefer going to seminars. That's okay. Some people prefer having, certain types of mentors, and that's okay as well. Other people, right, they prefer listening to audiobooks, and that's okay as well. I'm not going to say that any of those are downplays. It all just depends on the type of learner you are. So, yeah. one super duper duper important thing I will say though, that you for sure should do, that a lot of people aren't doing, they'll talk about it and whatnot, but they're doing the wrong thing, is journal. I think journaling is super important. Why? Because this is literally your autobiography. This is like your own report of yourself. What you did that day, how how you wasted or how you took advantage of the day, and so on and so forth. This is like your planner, um your report card to kind of grade yourself. Did you take advantage of today or did you waste it? So with that being said, right, what media is pushing out there, it's just a bunch of discipline slop. You don't have to be like David Goggins and freaking run 10, 20 miles in one day, right? Because then what's going to be left of your day when you run a 10, 20? Water break. And again, some people just like it for the thrill, and that's okay as well. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you make that, your daily mantra, your daily routine, you are going to get burnt out if it's not something you're passionate about. So you want to make sure that that is what future you is doing, and future you and, present you is passionate about. Now, I'm not saying, oh, well, Nathan just basically said, I just have to be passionate about this. I can go freaking play video games and just, lay my lazy ass in the freaking couch. No, motherfucker, you actually got to do, something with what you want, whatever it is that interests you. And I'm not saying be games, but unless you want to be a gamer, for sure. I think that's a sign I need to run my car. Unless you want to be a gamer. But again, that all just depends on the type of person that you become, or that, future you is, or how you envision future you. So, yeah. I mean, that's basically it for this video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, or, completely disagree with my opinion, you can drop it in the comments. Otherwise, other than that, I mean, that'll be it for today's video. So thank you, boys and girls, for watching. Y'all have an amazing day. God loves you. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I love you. If you're interested in other topics that I can talk about and whatnot, will help me scale my business and trading and whatnot, then by all means follow along with the journey, as I like to post free stuff, because I mean, knowledge is free, just people just don't know where to look, right? So yeah, anyways, y'all have a great day.